Okay, I guess hi, everyone, anyone. I haven't really talked to a camera in a long time. To catch you up to speed, I've sort of been like losing my mind and having a crisis about what I want to do with my life. We all have broken dreams, you're not special. I think that a lot of people, not necessarily always young people, I think a lot of anyone goes through this thing where they're just feeling pressured by the duration of life. I have to make money and I have to this and I have to that, but it's also like you have to be happy, and I've been realizing that there are some aspects of what I'm working towards right now that are not going to make me happy and they're going to make me miserable, and I'm so fortunate to have realized this young instead of being like 45. So I'm trying to steer the boat now. And in the meantime, I decided it would be very healthy. It would be very healthy to do what makes me happy and do what makes me feel good. Hence, all of my really embarrassing, like Snapchat and Instagram stories and whatnot. It's just like when you drink a whole pot of coffee by yourself, the energy has to go somewhere. I'm like trying to take all the things that I really like to do and like feel like I could do forever and be happy, and hopefully find someone to pay me to do those things. If you have any rich friends, give them my number. Basically, of all those things, cameras are still my favorite thing in the world. Making videos, people watching / interacting with people, and telling stories. So I know you're probably thinking, well, that makes sense that you went to film school. Why aren't you happy? It's just like, I feel like there's something I'm meant to be doing that isn't movie features and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to do right now is put this all in a bowl and just kind of like figure out what all of those things that I love doing could lead me to be doing. In the process of all of that, like I said, this is kind of just like all over the place. I'm so sorry. I've been putting all of my leftover coffee energy into making these dumb videos, and I've had a lot of people, like friends and like a couple randos, saying like, I'm mad that you don't do this every day. And I'm kind of like, whoa, what? Like, I just did this because I was being dumb. And they're like, I want more. Like, this was too short today. This was that. And it's so funny because I find myself making fun of, like, your stereotypical, like, YouTube vlogger. I'm at a really weird point right now because I'm realizing that a lot of the things I thought or pretended to hate my whole life, I low-key'd like. So like for a weird random example, I always hated Jeep Cherokees. I was always like, ew, they look like a cheap piece of junk. You could just sneeze and the whole thing would break in half, and I just hated them. And maybe it's because like people at my school would like jack them up and they just look terrible. But like, I have about 17 tabbed eBay Motors pages of late 90s Jeep Cherokees for sale that look really cool. And it's just kind of like, wow, I thought I hated this car, but now I want one. And everything's changing. But basically, back to the vlogging, it's like, I've always found myself sort of making fun of people who do like the like vlogs and stuff on YouTube. And maybe there's a different way to do it. I don't know. They always feel kind of forced to me, and I've never really liked that. But now I'm sitting here and I'm like, what do I want to do with my life? And I'm sort of like, well, I want to talk to people and make videos. And I'm like, oh, so you want to do what you've been making fun of people for doing? That's really rude of you. What this whole really pathetic video is about is, in my free time, I'm going to be trying to making, going to try to be making videos. And if there's anything that you want to see or like want me to talk about, or like any suggestions what I should do with my life, like let me know. Like I kind of want to hear from you. And I know this video is totally gonna reach an audience of like 15 people. It doesn't matter. It's a start. It's a start. I don't really care. I'm not looking for fame and fortune. I totally am. This is kind of just like me being like, hey, this is an idea I had. I trust all of you to make me suggestions, and if you don't have suggestions, like don't force them. But it's basically me saying like, proposal. I want a response. I want something. Text me or whatever. Wow, I really haven't done this. 7 minutes? Holy shit. Okay. Thank God for editing. Maybe here's a better way to pose the question. What do you want somebody with a camera to go do or explore that you haven't necessarily seen yet. Something like you wish you could do. I don't know, just sort of like, I'm kind of asking you as a friend, nothing more, at like, help, I'm lost, what should I do? Do you have any ideas? I think it's really funny when I can't talk with my hands, so I talk with my head. Like, I do that at the dentist a lot, and they're like, you need to stop moving your head, we're gonna like cut your face. Cool, now I'm spieling about my life, it doesn't matter, but speaking of the leftover coffee energy, I think this is my fourth cup. I had a teacher in high school, one of my favorite teachers, and he had sugar packets, and I like became, my addiction to coffee started in my senior year of high school, and I'd run in his room before homeroom and be like, hi, bye, and grab sugar packets and leave, and he would just sit there and sip his black coffee and be like, Adrian, you're not grown up until you take it black. And I'm just like, well, I hope I never grow up, as I put like 6 sugars and like the entire thing of milk in my thing. As I've been getting older, I guess, I've been weaning myself off of all of the sweetness, and I still can't drink it entirely black, but I always think about that, and I feel like the day that I take a sip of black coffee and I'm satisfied, I'm gonna be like, I'm a grown up now. I really think I missed my calling in radio because I just don't ever shut up. This is something I enjoy doing. I love talking and like laughing and telling stories and that type of thing, and it's like when I don't have a friend or a family member or like a stranger that I've attacked on a bench, sitting here listening to me, like this is who I talk to. It's just me and this piece of glass. The internet sucks. It's a terrible place, but it's also really great for this type of thing because you'll just constantly have people who want to listen to you, or I mean like find you, and they're like, why am I watching this? There's always going to be some open ears and eyes, and maybe one day like smell. Like I wonder if computers will be able to like do that. Shoot me ideas on what you want to hear, because if you don't, like, I'm just going to be doing this. You asked for this. I watered this down a lot. I am unfazed. I don't really know how to end this video. I'm just gonna hit stop.